Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60. I've been taking a lot of shit in the YouTube community for I don't know what it is. Just this last time, I guess I became a larger YouTuber since I came back to China this last time. Before, when I was in China and doing YouTube, only did it for a short time period, and I don't know, I gained, I don't know, 12, 14,000 subscribers, and then Wei Fang got sick and we had to go back to Canada. Oh, and then they use, oh yeah, and they're heartless pricks too. They'll put on their channel, well, if you like China so much, why didn't you use a Chinese health system for your wife when she had cancer? You know, preying on stuff like this, it just shows me a lack of not only compassion, but lack of common sense and understanding, and I don't like it. I think, you see, bashing me, I could give a pig's tit whether you bash me or not. What I say whatever the fuck I want. Oh, you're a drunk. Well, yeah, I get drunk regularly. Is that being a drunk? I guess if that's what you want to call me, that's fine. But bashing my wife, come on now. She's an innocent. She's one of these nice people that has never even thought a bad thought in her life. And seriously, Wei Fang is one of those type of people that she's a good person. And she had some really rough patches that she had to go through, and but she's better now. So I talked to her the other day about it, because I've been keeping her in the dark about all of these peckerheads using her to garner subscribers and views with their anti-Chinese turd viewers. Okay, and that's what I call them. They're just turds. And she says, well, we already did a video about that, about going back to Canada and using the health system and whatever, because it's our right. We paid our taxes. We deserve it. In China, we'd have to pay for it. You know, you're probably right about that. I never thought of it that way. That yeah, that's common sense. All right. So the idea that I got bashed, and I took it. Well, you see, I didn't take it so seriously, but I worried about what Wei Fang would think, and now that I know that she doesn't think that way. Oh, the gloves are coming off, guys. I'm back. I'm back. Gweilo 60 is back to his old self, and I think what it took was a vacation, and to straighten my head around and just look at the reality of it all. And yeah, I've done that. And I'm not going to pull my punches anymore. I'm going to call it exactly how I see it. I won't berate. I won't bash other people because of their opinions and their understanding of their videos and such like that. But what I will do is, if I don't think it's right, I'll state my opinion. I'll let people know what I think. I'll tell them the truth. I see a lot of YouTubers, both inside and outside of China, that have a negative view on China and how it is, and what makes it tick, and how the people go through their daily lives, what they think, how they act. It's all relevant, but it comes down to the culture of China, and because these people have ideals and understanding of their own culture more than they do the Chinese culture, they look at it as a bad thing. I don't look at it as a bad thing. When these YouTubers call down the Chinese government, they should look at their own government, run by billionaires, the elite. They could never be president, prime minister, or whatever, because they ain't got enough money. With China, see, came from a farm. Yes, he worked on a farm. And he worked his way up through the Chinese government to become the top dog, eh? Yes. They've brought lots of people out of poverty. I don't know how many millions, hundreds of millions of people out of poverty over the last 20 years. But yet, the people that try to find something. You can always find something wrong with any government. They did this, yeah, but they did that. Okay, the Uyghurs, the South China Sea, the intellectual property theft, all of these things. Well, see, the intellectual property theft isn't the Chinese government. It's not the CCP. That's the Chinese people doing that. Chinese businessmen. So as soon as you touch on the intellectual property theft, you're not attacking the government. You're attacking the Chinese people, or some of the Chinese people, not all of them, because most of the Chinese people don't even know what intellectual property is. Then you get these YouTubers that they dwell on other people. They dwell on Gweilo 60, they dwell on Serpentzier, they dwell on Lao 86, they dwell on any YouTuber that has more subscribers, more viewers than they do. Why? Because they want to get more subscribers, more viewers. And they really rag on Nathan Rich. I can see it. I can understand it, because Nathan is not a likable guy, and he does pander to the Chinese way of the world type thing in an overly exuberant way. Well, but you see, that's his stick. Let him do that. That's fine. But by doing this, it seems like they don't have any original thoughts. They don't have any see, they can't make a video about their world because they really don't have a world. They're these people that, as I say in the past, they didn't fit in their own country, so they come to China thinking they're going to fit in, and they don't. So they're sort of secluded because, yeah, the culture, the language, all of these things that just make it even more difficult for them in China. So they're sort of introverts. They don't get out and do things. So they have nothing to base their videos on. It would be boring. I'm sitting at home watching TV. I'm playing a video game. You know what I mean? So like, holy smokes. I went to work today and taught some children how to speak English. Oh yeah, okay. I sold some kadiddles and some kadaddles because I'm a businessman. Okay, whatever. You know, see, if you don't get out in the real world, if you don't get out in the Chinese world, you don't learn, you don't see what's going on around you. How the hell can you make videos about it? So when I was getting bashed by these other YouTubers, I sort of took it to heart. But then I went on vacation and I started to think, well, you got to understand where it's coming from, the type of people these people are, their understanding of the world, their non-understanding of the world, all of these things that play into their psyche, where, you know, they need to dwell off other people's fame, I guess. Maybe even fame might be the word for it, and a jealousy or a lack of understanding of common sense, a lack of understanding of what's right and wrong in this world. And they live in their own little world, so they really have nobody to bounce shit off. So they make these stupid mistakes, and it doesn't benefit them, it doesn't benefit the people that they bash, it doesn't benefit anybody. So after I understood where it was coming from, I went, meh, you know, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm not that interested in what these people say. I don't definitely and won't ever become part of a YouTube group again on WeChat or anywhere else. Why? Because they can use anything that you say against you, and I think that's just about as low a blow as you can go. But hey, if that's what their stick is, if that's what makes them happy, if that's what they think will make their YouTube channel grow, well, then they're delusional, because you look at them and you can understand why their YouTube channels are not doing very well. you can understand that they're not popular. They've never been popular, and they never will be popular. Why? Because they're dicks. Oh, but I'm a dick. But I'm pretty popular. People in Malaysia know who I am. Maybe people in Malaysia like dicks. Oh no, that's in Thailand. Man, I'm confused. I started out here a couple days ago making this video, and going through, and I do go through some videos over and over and over again, and I was angry. And then I thought about it, and I talked to Wei Fong, because she's sort of my anchor in this world, and she gives me insight she gives me a different perspective. I'm more of the aggressive character, and she's more of the laid back, don't think bad thoughts, and it turned from, and I've done this video 3 or 4 times already, and I look at it and say, well, I can't put that up. There's no frickin' way, oh, everybody will hate me. Well, so this video, I'm hoping will be one of those ones that isn't so aggressive. Tries to tell my side of the story as somebody getting bashed, and understanding the other people that I've bashed in the past. Yes. So, as I said, you're not going to see that on my channel anymore, but you are going to see opinions. Oh yes, if I don't think somebody's right, I am going to state it, and I'm going to state why. Because I don't think the idea of doing videos from the United States and having a green screen in the background, telling stories about China, life in China, sure. This is the way it used to be. This is what I know. Sure, that's fine, and stuff. Chris Chappell and China Uncensored. Yes, I don't see how you can do what you do and understand China when you've never been here. And if you have, put a comment in the comment section and tell me when. And that's another video from Gweilo 60. If you like this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe, push that share button, and thanks for watching. Bye now.